The hitman industry, romanticized by Hollywood, feared by mobsters, and occasionally staffed by Milwaukee baseball ticket sellers. This is the story of Amy Betro, one would say the worst hitman or woman since, well, probably ever. But it's not just her story, it's a tale of revenge, incompetence, and one seriously botched Instagram posting strategy. Our tale begins in Birmingham, England, with two gentlemen we'll call Aslam and Nazir, father and son. One day, father and son visit a local family-owned clothing store. All we know is a little disagreement ensues with the owners, and what about, who knows, maybe mismatched socks, maybe a bad return policy. What matters is this argument escalates faster than a toddler's tantrum in a toy store. Chaos erupts, broken merchandise, and well, let's just say hurt egos. Aslan and his son leave battered but determined. Their solution, they decide to keep a year-long grudge, but this grudge festers into the two actually hiring an international hitman. You know, common ways to exact revenge. Logical. Now enter Amy Betro. Amy Betro, a rather ordinary 40-year-old woman, Milwaukee resident, part-time Instagram enthusiast, aren't we all? And full-time baseball Brewers ticket seller, the ideal candidate for international assassination work, I'd say. I'd also say the first rule of being a hitman, don't post about it online, but Amy, God bless her heart, treated this international murder for hire plot like it was her vacation to Disney World. Actually posting hashtag partner in crime, LOL. Now, Amy being a suburban American mom who bought her tools of the trade online and shipped them to England because they're just souvenirs, right? Now, once Amy arrives, they all get together and they finalize their plan. Step 1, catfishing the shop owner with promise of buying his used Volkswagen vehicle, because nothing screams professional killer like pretending to be an interested car buyer.
Hi, yeah, I'm interested in your Volkswagen. Can we meet up? You know, in a quiet, secluded area?
Totally normal request, by the way, but the shop owner, he wasn't fazed. He wants to sell that car, and he let Amy lure him right into the street that she wanted. Now, they both meet up together. Amy gets out of the car. Shop owner gets out of the car. Amy, though, she approaches her target. It's time to go. Amy raises her gun, aims, and the gun doesn't go off. I know what you're thinking, worst case scenario for a hitman, but this is the best case scenario for the shop owner with his devious return policy. Now, not only is the hit a failure, but Amy's rental car is busted because the shop owner rammed the door, making his escape. So what does Amy do now? Well, naturally, what would we all do? She abandons the rental car right there in the street and decides to take a taxi back to the target's house for round 2. She texts her target's threats, you know, subtle ones like stop hiding, you're lucky the gun jammed, real Zodiac killer vibes. She arrives at the shop owner's home, must have got this info from the father and son. She strategically just randomly starts firing shots into the house like a discount action movie villain. Luckily, no one's hurt, but the damage to her credibility as a hitman is truly irreparable at this point. Defeated, Amy flees back to Milwaukee in the US, posting about her sad windowless seat on Instagram as she goes home. Now, meanwhile, English police try to piece it all together. The son Nazir travels to see Amy in the States, but maybe they got something going on there. I don't know. Why was he there? We don't know. But after a month, he flies home and boom, Aslam and Nazir are arrested. Amy catches wind of it. She flees the US, telling her family she's become a radio DJ in Armenia. You know, like Hitman hiding out like it's a mid-season Breaking Bad episode.
Say my name.
Now, fast forward to 5 years later. Yes, 5 years later. Reporters really deep dive into this whole story as it's an ongoing case. They find Amy's Instagram post. 5 years later, Amy evades capture still. And the Daily Mail, they don't play games. Daily Mail, those reporters analyze her post, figure out her apartment's location using window angles and pool pictures, and they got the whole scoop on Amy. She ain't going nowhere, and they basically hand deliver her to the cops. Now, Amy's taken back to England. She's awaiting trial still. What's the lesson here? Well, honestly, I don't know. Have common sense and don't do horrible things. Also, if you're going to be a hitman, at least clear your Instagram story. The case is ongoing still after all these years. Stay tuned for updates or just look for Amy's Instagram posts. And that, my friends, is how not to unalive someone. Thanks for watching.